everybody. Let me get my microphone on. I should probably be a clip to it. I probably sound like I'm far, far, far away. Don't try to attack the cord. Don't try to attack the cord. Alright, I want to show you something, Di. I have managed to fix my hat. See? I managed to fix my hat. My hat's completely fixed now. I got that little rubber or the little leather piece. I glued it back on. So now it's not coming off ever. No game audio? Wonder why that is. I didn't have to do that before. How's that? It's probably because I reset the freaking Elgato. Is that better? Okay. So, let me adjust this camera just a little bit. I think it's down just a little low. Okay, that's a little bit better. We'll turn it this way a little bit. You got the new internet. The completely fiber. You'll have to test your speeds. Runningfast.com. Test your speeds. You probably don't have the 1 gig. You probably have 500, maybe 400, which is, if it's 400 over 400, it's virtually fine. You shouldn't have to have any issues. And you should be able to do 60 frames per second. If that's the case, you could probably check and see if you can do cameras. I gotta get a different camera. This camera is annoying. You could probably test to see if you can stream 1080p 60 next time. Alright. I'm trying to adjust this so I'm actually virtually centered. That should be close enough. Anyways, Di, what happened last time? Do you remember? Do we remember what happened last week, Di? Do you remember what happened last week? Well, technically it's the second. Well, it's actually technically the second episode, because we're already going on the third one. So I got licorice. Oh, that tastes like really good licorice, but yeah, we're on the third one. So we're about halfway there. So yes, we did finish off the trial from last time. You remember who the culprit was? You could say it's Walkie's girlfriend. She's typically going to be charged with self-defense, okay? Because she technically is a victim. The doctor did strangle her, so she killed him in self-defense. So that's basically what she's going to be charged with, because no, they would still end up giving her self-defense charge, because they would charge her for second-degree murder. Anyway, get ready for the third one. They're about to serenade. Let's. The song they're playing is Guilty Love. Rock on, everyone! This party's not over yet! That's right, baby. This night just got started. Thank you for coming to the Gavinier Guilty as Charged tour. This ends the first part of our Tonight Show. There will be a 20-minute intermission. July 7th, 8:05 p.m., backstage hallway. Guy, do you like licorice? You like licorice? You like licorice? This is the black licorice. Black licorice. You like black licorice? The real licorice. The real licorice. Black, yeah. I think that poster on the side is new. I don't remember that poster looking like that. Yeah. Because I'm starting to think that's an Easter egg to Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney. Yes. How they dropped the cage in the volcano in the Phoenix Wright in the Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright game. That's what that kind of reminds me of an Easter egg to that. But I don't remember seeing it in the DS port. I'm not entirely sure if they changed any of the posters in the 3DS port or any of the other ports, because I've never played them. Just higher res, I guess. This is so cool. Us at Gavinier's concert. Huh? Did you say something? My ears are still ringing. The Gaviniers putting the sick back in music. Sick music. Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice. Sending us those tickets at 20% off. They're hard to get a hold of, you know. When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free. He has a point. Right, Di? Let's head to the dressing room, Apollo. You know, like, we're a couple of VIPs. I've always dressed up, dreamed of being a VIP at a Gavinier show. Trucy. You didn't know who Prosecutor Gavin was before that case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name? Oh, this guy. Well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Claver. What a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to swoon over gods of rock. Supposed to? God awful, maybe. This is such a cute face of Trucy. Very cute, Trucy-like. I bet you like that face too, Di. You make that face too? Amy? You want to dress up like her? You want to sport the blue top hat, the blue cape, and the navy blue dress? That's an easy cosplay uniform because her outfit, you can find it almost anywhere. It is not really anything fancy or special. However, the handbag that she's got around her waist might be a little harder to find. But the rest of that outfit, it's very generic. I bought all their stuff on the way home from the trial. I got 12 Gavinier albums and 15 concert videos. Surprisingly, he's got 12, that they got 12 albums in the span of 7 years. That was quite a bit of impulse shopping. I got an average on my next 15 years worth of allowance. For Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity. Who would have imagined me here at a Gavinier's concert, watching Prosecutor Gavinier rock? To be honest, he was kind of cool, and I'm kind of envious. Not that I've ever admit that to Trucy. July 7th, Gavinier's dressing room. Ah, you made it. Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the ticket and the invoice you sent along with them. You were incredibly up on stage, Mr. Gavin. Nothing like music to brighten the mood after a trial, ja? and we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself. Lemuroir singing, right? The snare ballad, or the siren a ballad. My reading is very butchered tonight. Oh, yeah. The flyer said she flew all the way over for the show. That's right. I happened to catch her show while overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. Lemuror says, your praise me highly. Oh, him. Wow, who's this guy? He's huge. Allow me to introduce Mr. Remy Latos. Remain Latus. That's how they pronounce it. Lemuroy's manager and her interpreter, incidentally. It's a great honor for us to be here. A great honor for Lemuroy to be heard in this country. That voice. I'm not going to translate Borgenian. I know that. I wish I could understand it. It's beautiful. Di, do you know what it says? Can you speak Borgenian? No. Ooh, it's Lemuror. I'm actually meeting Lemuror. Sorry about that. I'm actually meeting Lemuror. Lemuror. Mysterious songstress. Her quiet, deep song glides through the air, lifting above a sparse but elegant piano accomplishment. Now, this is music. She's a real artist. She also has a secret she's hiding too. Lumrior says, we have looked forward to this joint performance. Ah, Lumrior, your voice. It is art. Yet without his piano to guide me, it is but a voice. I've seen this kid somewhere before. He plays piano at all of Limroy's concerts. He's cute, and he's a really good pianist. Good pianists are dying breed, I hear. Allow me to introduce Machi Tobey. He is blind. This is why he never strays far from Lemur. They're always together. They're like characters from a fairy tale. I can relate to that, right? Go check on the cat. She's playing with the shower curtain. Let me remember, so, what's the word? Exotic. And mysterious. She does seem quite pretty. At least her eyes do. Hers is kind of a sightseeing mystique. Huh? She travels the globe putting the sights she sees into song. Even though her appearance and voice are erotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm. Sights into song? That's so poetic. She was gracious enough to put music to my lyrics tonight. The Guitar Serenade. Hope you enjoy it. I can't wait! And now it is time for the next part. We're giving the Gavineers hard rock a little rest. Lemurors, the stage is yours. Band members will not play during Lemuror's band. Only Machi's tender tones and Lemuror's duet voice. And my guitar, of course. Well, you have to have a guitar for Guitar Serenade, don't you, Di? Or what's the point of having a Guitar Serenade without a guitar? Makes perfect sense, don't it? If you come any closer, Cat, you'll be in the spotlight once again. Woo! Tonight's the night. It all worthwhile, you know. Nights like this makes it all worthwhile, you know. I am still reading these like I haven't read before. Tonight is not my day to read, is it, Di? I should have learned to play the guitar. Not much romance in chords of. Shall we hit the stage then? Good luck, Mr. Gavin. Take care of your heart. Take care, your hearts aren't stolen away, Ja. Let's get back to the concert, Polly. Concert hall. Sugar, sugar. Oh, that night in your embrace. When you stole away the key, my heart held on to so tight. Pleasure, but a fleeting melody. It wraps itself around me, and now through the air I fly. Oh, oh, burning on in my heart, fire, burning my love away, all away, like a bullet of love fire. Take my life away, all away. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky. Di, I'm gonna ask you, do you think that was part of the show or no? You're not sure? We'll find out. But when we first came in the hallway here, you should have already seen one thing that was suspicious. I didn't even mention it yet. Because the first thing I mentioned was the poster on the wall. But I bet your eye was someplace else in the hallway, wasn't it? July 7th, 9:05 p.m., backstage hallway. Wow, wasn't Lemior amazing? I I even cried a little. What's the matter with you? Stop chasing your tail. You tried that last time. You almost fell off the couch. I was surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar. Yeah, that even surprised me. And I'm a magician. What a production. What a destruction. I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. He didn't look like he was expecting it. He looked as surprised as I was. Yeah, sitting there playing that guitar. And then he started feeling heat coming at the sound hole. He says, oh my god, my guitar's on fire! Yes? You have something to say? Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero. I'm not sure I'd call that art. Well, you'd be very surprised in what most people call art these days. And if the crowd is into it, they're going to want more of it. You know what they say. Um, they have unintended accidents that happens quite a bit. But it looks so great. It looks like it was meant to happen. So a lot of times these artists are like, this actually looks good, even though we didn't intend it. We're gonna keep it because the fans were into that. Well, what are we doing here? Let's get going to Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's 20 minutes till the last part of the show. How many breaks does this band need? Well, in some cases, off the wire, please. In a lot of cases, they usually don't get breaks. Some of them will get one break out of their show. One break. But unless this band here gets a break at every commercial break, that probably explains it. But I watched Garth Brooks' concert from beginning to end, and Garth Brooks doesn't take a break at all in a 1 hour concert. Then you watch Meatloaf's concert, who has a 2.5 hours. He'll have one break in his concert. I've seen the Arc Ally tours. It was an hour and a half concert. They had one break in their concert. One break. That's it. That was when Styx was performing. That set was over with. And then Oreo Speedwagon started the rest of it. That was it. It was an hour and a half concert. Usually they don't have more than one break at a concert because usually, please stop playing with the cables. Please stop playing with the cables. Why is there an NES controller down here? Oh wait, what is this? It's an adapter. Never mind. All right. Please don't play with my cables. July 7th, Gavinier's dressing room. Hey. Please don't play with my cables. What the heck was that? I was never consulted about this. Alright, Mr. Gavin, sir. I've asked the man in charge. I play New Rock, not Great Balls of Fire. Hey, off the cables, please. You're going to knock everything down if you play with them. No. How dare you tell us no? I heard that. As soon as I said that, he moved. You know what that's a reference to, right, Di? To get on fire, I had a good mind to fire whoever's responsible. He seems upset. Apollo Justice, were you the one who tried to torch me? Hey, I didn't do it. So much for risking your life for art. The guitar serenade is ruined! Well, I think the fans enjoyed it. For one, I think it actually fit the lyrics. Well, let's try to talk to him at least. I'm not sure that's the best move right now. You mean the guitar? That wasn't part of the act? Part of the act? Who'd burn a guitar on purpose? Well, that was the thing in a lot of hard rock concerts. They did set guitars on fire. There's even some of them that actually took their guitar and smashed it on stage because it riled up the fans. They wanted more of that. But it worked really well with the lyrics just then. Burning on my heart, fire, burning my love away, all away. Now he understands. Happy accident. Right, Di? We don't make mistakes here. We make happy accidents. You think that's what Bob Ross meant? Maybe. Wait. You think the audience thought it was... Sounds like he got lucky. He got very lucky on that one. They probably thought it was part of the act. At least I did. Now he's not so mad. If you don't like the taste of licorice, they taste just like licorice. I wasn't intending on giving it to her anyways. He got lucky and he didn't realize it. Anyway, that guitar was the Ferrari of guitars. We're driving guitars today, Di. Do you think you need a license to drive a guitar? He doesn't like the smell of it. He don't like the smell of it. Yeah, there's no seeds into it, but it tastes just like licorice. Glucose syrup that we eat. He could be allergic to it though. All the speed and all the price, all the sound. If I burn one of those at every show, I'd go broke. I'm usually frugal for a rock band. You know, with most artists and bands, they make so much money. You know, some of these companies just gives them instruments. And that's the reason why you see them break it so often, because they just give them instruments to play. It says, here, try this out. It's all yours if you like it. And that's how you get a lot of new instruments. It's because of artists and bands. They are usually the first ones who test run these instruments. And then they are sold in stores. Try saying that to Mr. Gavin. John, today's been one disaster after another. My hard won't run, my guitar case broken. Daddy told me there's been days like these. Wasn't Lammer's song incredible? You worked on it too, right, Mr. Gavin? Oh, yes. Thanks. It was a collaboration. I wrote the lyrics and she wrote the melody. We wrote everything that you heard. Splinter, Splinter, this one's for you. God dang it. That was Cowabunga from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out of their shell tour. Got to Raphael, the last of the gang of Greens. He wrote the lyrics, I wrote the words. He wrote the music, I wrote the words. Splinter, Splinter, this one's for you. You were the first that said that we would come through. I like the ending of the rap. I'm not a big rap guy, but I like the way that ends. What do you do when you can't think of a rhyme? Personally speaking, it's ending time. You know, I was surprised she could sing in English. I was surprised she practiced a long time for this day. Ah, here. Oh, we're going to get liner notes for the song. Oh, what's this? Lyric sheet. It's yours. She's signed by myself and Lemori. Lemior. Yippee! Thanks so much! All I ever get to sign are client defense agreements. Lyric sheet added to the court record. Almost time for the third act of the night. Oh, there's more? Yes, Lemor's part is done. Now it's time for us to drop our groove again, huh? Hope you're ready to catch it. Woohoo! Ready, Apollo? He'll pass. Eh? I like the bit with Lemior, but the rest could use a volume knob. Turned way down. Apollo, you're getting old. Ack! You know, I like my music live, loud, and loose. Don't you, Die? Does 22 qualify as old to a 15-year-old? Die? Can you answer that question? I know what you're going to say. In Ruby's mind, it does. I can't, but Ruby can. He comes into the Discord stream tonight. You got to show that to him. Well, I'm going. Let the old folks rest backstage, huh? Time to rock. Hey, you're older than I am. He is too, by 2 years. I'm surprised they haven't said that Phoenix is an old man, or Romaine Latouche is an old man, or she's an old woman. Yes, Machi is 14. He's 1 year younger than Trucy. We're not going to examine at the moment. July 7th, backstage hallway. Hey, it's you! That Wright kid! Detective Sky. I'll let the Wright kid business pass. Call me Emma. There's no need for titles once you shared a bottle of fingerprinting powder. They act like they drink this stuff, don't they? Or she acts like they drink this stuff. That's a new one. So, Emma, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm snacking. She's having some snackers. I could join her, but mine is not the crunchy stuff. Mine is chewy. See? It's almost the same shape, but she's got the crunchy stuff. I got the chewy stuff. This is going to get annoying throughout the rest of the game when you try to talk her. He goes, quiet, I'm snacking. Chocolate snackers. They're chocolate covered wafers. Most of that's going to go down to her hips. And she's going to go. You think I want to be here? Me in charge of security in this pit? Security? Did something happen? There's no knowing what with this glimmerous bop. Apparently he's all upset because something was stolen. He wanted security back here during the concert. Where does he get off acting like he's some big rock star? Well, because he's a rock star? He is a big rock star. That's just what I said. Right? Right? Huh? Right? Right? Hey! You listening to me? So, where's this door here lead? This one? That's Lemuel's dressing room. Don't even think of doing it there unless you want a pizza snackers in your face. Is she ever in a good mood, I wonder? Emma? I've never seen someone eat snacks with such vehemence. Better give her a wide berth. She threw a snack at us, die. She snacked me! Sounds like a Pokemon move, doesn't it, Die? It's like we're in a Pokemon battle. Emma Sky uses snackoos! Emma. I've never seen someone eat snack with such vehemence. Better give her a wide berth. And another snackoo. This one may be a normal damage like the last one. She snackooed me! Emma. Emma Sky uses snackoo! It's super effective! Emma, could you take a look at this? What do you think? That must be a bottomless bag of snacks. I guess our only choice is to examine things. What's this? Some kind of headset earpiece? Why would someone leave this in the hallway? Maybe Lim or his bodyguard dropped it? Emma! Will you stop eating those snacks for 1 second and listen? Ha! If you think you're going to pull me away from my snack just to hear you mumbling on and on about whatever, you're going to be sorely disappointed. At least I got her to stop munching. Come to think of it, I'm a little thirsty. I'll have some tea. I think I'll get water. I'll have tea. If you want tea so bad, go buy it yourself. We've been snackooed again. She snackooed me. I'll take a tea. That's a pretty sturdy looking box there. Maybe it's an instrument case. There's a guitar next to it. Don't even think about taking that. I don't think I could even carry it. She snackooed us again. She snackooed me! The Governor's guilty as charged tour poster. They're plastered all over the place. It's annoying. Well, this is the concert venue. It makes sense. Why? Everyone here is already here. Why advertise to them? People like to see these posters at concerts as part of the experience. Do you have to find fault with everything I say? Good talk. We've been snackooed. She snackooed me! What's the odd-looking doll doing here? Oh, that's the blue badger. Could you try either talking or munching, but not both? Again. She snackooed me! Serves me right. Okay. Sorry, I don't speak snackooed. That's Prosecutor Gavin's, the Gavineer's dressing room. Put so much as a hand on that door and I'll snackoo you. Hold on. But I just came out of there. Don't play smart with me. So this is Lamir's dressing room. If you even think about going in there... What was that? Was that a gunshot? Something's going on. Out of my way! Emma! Lemire! It's not locked. Go in. July 7th, 9:30 p.m. Lemire's dressing room. We had to get the funny stuff out of the way. What's that awful noise? Oh, it's the concert. Act! That's Lemire's manager, Mr. What's his name? Latouche! Oh no! Hey you! Me? Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup. Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? And don't touch anything. I'll be right back. What's going on? I just talked to him and now... He's alive. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? I was shot. Who shot you? I don't know. Ask what? Ask what? Witness? There was a witness? Who? Oh, witness. You're cold? Don't worry. You're going to be fine. Help is on the way. Please. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness? Siren? How can a siren witness anything? Mr. Latouche! Yeah, Emma, what was that? Who's there? Oh, what's wrong? Emma, did you see anything just now? Huh? No. I could have sworn I just heard a door close. The concert's been canceled. Backup's on its way. Is Mr. Latus? He's dead, isn't he? That's terrible. I lost him. Romain Latus shot. And I heard his last words. The witness is the siren. Whatever that means. June 7th, backstage hallway. The venue's locked down. We took names and address before letting the crowd go. Good work, Darren. I'll let you know if I find out anything out about the victim. Later. It's investigation time then. Duh, forlorn detective. I don't need some rock and roll prosecutor to tell me that. One request I must make. Tell no one on staff or otherwise anything of this. Ooh, a gag order. No word gets out other than that Mr. Latus is dead. No word of the cause of death or of the murder. Tell no one. Not even Lamoureux. Not even her. We must keep everything under wraps. Oh, one other thing. I'll need you to sign on this, Air Forehead. You're too, Furlong. On that? Investigation request? Well, I just asked. You two are citizen. A standard procedure. That should be okay to sign, I think. Prosecutor Gavin's investigation request. Sign with great reluctance. Right, well, get started with the investigation. I'm on it already. One tip for you. Huh? Me? Try not to get in the Furlong detective's way. She's in a foul mood today. Gee, I wonder why. We were all questioned as witnesses. Now, none of us go home. We'll investigate, all right, our way. Somehow I don't see us getting back to the crime scene anytime soon. Still can't believe I was there when it happened. Not an experience I care to repeat anytime soon. This is no time for navel-gazing. Let's crack this case. I worry about truth. He seems to have a very loose idea of what it means to be an attorney. Of course, that's not surprising considering who her father is. Something the matter? No. Let's get cracking. I'm the only one who was there. The only one who heard Mr. Latus's last words. This is first order of business is to find out what he meant by siren. Okay, well, this is actually the first time you've ever got a chance to witness a killing up front in an Ace Attorney game, wouldn't you say? So, we're going to investigate. They restart all of our actions over. What's that? It looks like some kind of future phone. Not a phone, a transceiver. It's called a headset. What's the headset doing on the floor? Wait. You think Mr. Latouche might have been wearing it? Like one of those bodyguards? I don't think he was wearing one when we first met. The LED on this thing is lit. It must be on. That's the Gaviner's dressing room. The crime scene was Lamari's dressing. Lamari's dressing. Next door. Never know where clues might be hiding. Let's case this joint. That's you, Truthy guy. Lamari's dressing room. The scene of the crime. We're not supposed to go in there. But aren't we involved? Aren't we duty bound to investigate? Sadly, no. So the situation being what it is. Now, maybe our best chance to do some snooping. Oh, probably won't do that. I'm thirsty, Apollo. Want something to drink? How about this one? A Steel Samurai soda. Now, in real steel flavor. Wonder what steel flavor tastes like, Ty? You want a Steel Samurai soda? Huh? Here, my treat. You don't know how that tastes. I don't know how that tastes either. But my thought is it comes out of a can. Maybe it was just a pun because it was made out of the can is made out of real steel instead of aluminum. Hey, this isn't enough change. The machine outside are cheaper. This one is highway robbery. Looks like an instrument case. A big instrument case. There's a great magic trick you can do with one of these. Oh, what kind? The miraculous beautiful girl escapes the case illusion. So it's the girl who's miraculous, not the escape. So picky. That's the Blue Badger, the police mascot. Does the Blue Badger have something to do with the band? Well, yeah. The Blue Badger is the Gaviner's mascot too. Huh, go figure. I hear those things fly off the shelf. I'll have to take a closer look at one someday. A concert poster for the Guilty as Charged tour. I love that name, Guilty as Charged. I can almost guarantee that this was a rip from Whitesnake's concert. Because I'm pretty sure they had a Guilty as Charged tour. Matter of fact, Andy can look this up. Just type in Whitesnake Guilty as Charged tour, because I think they've had it once. I think they did. The Guilty of Love tour? I thought they had a guilty as charged tour. I know the song is called Guilty of Love, but I'm pretty sure they had a guilty as charged tour. Because I thought I watched on the White Snake's channel and David Coverdale mentioned about the Guilty as Charged tour. Seems kind of negative to me. Well, why don't we do the opposite? Magician Trucy presents the innocent as charged tour. It kind of loses its impact, doesn't it? Okay, there is nothing else I can do. We're gonna move on. Well, first of all, we're going to do the Gavineer's dressing room. July 7th, Gavineer's dressing room. Huh. Looks like nobody's here. Prosecutor Gavin's probably busy with the case, too. No rest for the wicked. No rest for us either, Apollo. Let's get rockin'. Rock, rock. Time to investigate. Someone drew the Gavineer's mark in the lipstick here. Lipstick? I'd like to wear lipstick someday. Oh? You don't use lipstick yet, Trucy? Daddy won't let me. Not until I learn to play piano, he said. You'll be waiting a long time then, I'm afraid. Daddy's mean. But she's gonna eventually have to wear makeup when she starts doing her live shows. No clues here. Ooh! A cruiser guitar! They sold these to commemorative 5 years of ban. Rocking it hard under the speed limit. There's a cruiser bass and a cruiser drum set and a cruiser keyboard. Even a cruiser whistle. I'm not so sure about the last one. It's for blowing the whistle on criminals. I don't think that requires an actual whistle, Trucy. This place is decorated like a high school dance. So I think our decorations were paper, not chains. The Gavineers are into chains as part of their image. Huh, no kidding. Ever since they used chains on the cover art for Gonna Lock You Up. They're really into this whole police thing, aren't they? It'd be cooler if they turned the red light on. Rev it on the red line. You should go and listen to it, Di. They don't have to turn on the red light. Why is this plastic bowl of stew sitting here? Maybe they used it for the interrogating bad guys? Fess up to what you did and we'll let you eat this stew. That's just mean. It gets worse, see? If the bad guy confesses, they say, okay, eat it, if you can. See, it's made out of plastic. It's like, you don't know which ones are the real or bad guys. I think you need to take a deep breath, Trucy. Look, it's a postcard of Lammeror. What are these letters at the bottom? I've never seen these before. Must be her native tongue, Virginia. Virginia, huh? Postcard added to the court record. Those are some pretty heavy-duty gloves. Maybe they have to carry around hot plates or something. They are thick. They're a little thick. I couldn't even stuff a pigeon in those. That's exactly what I was thinking. A police uniform hangs on the stand here. Ooh, I want to try it on. Nothing to see here. Move along. It's okay. You don't have to go that far to be special. I mean, you're not exactly the type who's just another face in the crowd. Really? You think so? I guess you're right. Now I feel like a meanie for making that insinuation. That speaker looks familiar. Oh? Yeah, like the one from the PA system back in the school. Oh, we have one of those in my classroom too. That's right, still in junior high. I feel old. Our PA system didn't hang on the wall when I was in school. Our PA system hung from the ceiling. In every one of the schools I went to, they were all on the ceiling. How about you, Di? Do you remember where your PA system was? Was it on the ceiling? I feel like most schools today, they have them on the ceiling because it doesn't use up any room at all. That thing does. That guitar, that's the legendary AA 400, the Red Badger. I thought rock was supposed to be rebellious, not civic. Every aspiring guitarist wants one of these. They even paint their own guitars to look like it. Oh, the fickleness of youth. You should dye your hair badger red too. I like my hair the way it is, thank you very much. The stubbornness of age. That kind of sounds like Ruby, doesn't it? We thought the kid in Miles Edgeworth's Prosecutor's Path was just as worse. Hello, Phoenix. What's a police recruitment poster doing here? Rock on with the police. Maybe they're trying to trick kids into thinking the police are some kind of band. But that's just silly. Who'd name a band the police? God dang it, there is a band called the police! Yes, there is a band called the police. And the lead singer of the group? Dang. It was a three-piece band. Message bottle. Um, don't stand so close. Japan? I know you have albums of the police. That is why you put this line in here. You have albums of the police. I'm pretty sure they probably had a tour in Japan one time. Okay, nothing to see here. Let's go right down the list. January 7th. Lamore's dressing room. Oh, it's you. I figured you'd come. You have to let us investigate the scene. You're attorneys, no? Since you're waiting until you have a client. Latouche did tell me to ask witness, Cyrus. With his dying breath, no less. Doesn't that count? Glare at me all you want. You'll get no snacks from me. Please! Think of poor Lamour! Oh well, I suppose. You did find the body with... Great. Let's get to it. Right. Just try not to touch anything. She's letting us look and she's not munching her snackers. This bodes well. There are clues here and I can tell. Leave no hanger unhung, no spot unspotted. I don't even have to look. I bet you can see a couple of clues. Mr. Romain Latouche, wasn't it? He was Lamore's manager and interpreter, apparently. This was his first time in the country. So I'm guessing he didn't know many people here? It doesn't seem likely. Nor can I think of anyone with a motive to murder him. Except for one person, of course. One person? Who? Let me on. No one here might have had a motive, but what are you talking about? Hey, it was Emma's idea. I said nothing. Always with the snack. He's a big man. Or was. I don't think even I would win a fighting with him. Which is why whoever it was using a revolver, I'm suggesting. He sent a request to the Borginian Empire for more info on him. Well, you and I know more about the crime than anyone. You do? That's true. It was us who found the body. What? I guess that's what I missed for watching the concert. Hey, I wish I was watching the concert. Anything would be better than this. Well, we know the crime took place during the concert. When we heard the shot and entered that room, the killer was already gone. What? But that doesn't make sense. You came in when you heard the shot and no one was here? How did they leave the room? That window is a little too small, isn't it? The mystery of the disappearing killer. So, what do you see in this room that's a clue, Di? The vent? Alright, let's look at the vent, okay? What's wrong, Apollo? Your mouth is catching flies. Nothing, it's nothing. Maybe that's how the killer escaped. That's what you were thinking, right? Eh? When we arrived on the scene, the killer had already fled. He or she must have had a way out. And that air vent is one possibility. But it's much too small. Not if the killer were about your size. I didn't do it! I was cutting up the dance floor at the time, thank you. Among us joke here. I know. Of course I don't think you did it. I'm being very honest with you. Ace Attorney did it before Among Us. Because almost everybody looked pretty sus in Ace Attorney. Let's see, Among Us. It was released when? What's the year was? 2017 it was released. Then it became a big, huge popular game in 2020 during the pandemic. 2018, I was 1 year off. And then it becomes super popular in 2020 during the pandemic because people kind of forgot that Among Us was actually a game before then and decided, oh, let's play Among Us. And a lot of people started playing Among Us. Among Us is one of those weird games that it was forgotten after it was released, and then somebody says, in 2020 they were like, ooh, this looks like a pretty good game, let's play it. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done? What else do you see, Di? That's a clue. We're talking about in video games. The Ace Attorney games were before then, and they used the term sus a lot. Do you see it, Di? I see two of them. Do you see them? Are those bullet holes? Yeah, they're from a Magnum. Looks like it. There are two holes in the wall. From the looks of it, the victim was shot twice in the shoulder. The first shot must have missed. But there are two holes. Wouldn't that make two misses? The murder weapon is a .45 caliber revolver. It's very powerful, which is classified as a Magnum. And yes, they are a very powerful gun. And if you do not know how to shoot one, you literally can mess up your shoulder or possibly injure yourself. It is not a gun that is utilized with one hand. I believe what we're seeing here is the mark left by the second shot after it passed through his shoulder. The lower shot would most likely be the shot that went through the victim's shoulder, and then the upper shot was a shot fired after he shot the witness or the victim to signal any witness that may not have heard the first shot. But this whole thing gets very, very deep. This will get deeper and deeper as it goes. Ouch! Sounds painful. No kidding. I wonder about this murder weapon. Okay. We also have to do this. You want to know why, Di? Every Ace Attorney game that we've ever done. Huh? Another ladder. Actually, it's technically a step ladder. Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. Please forgive my lack of ladder discrimination. Remember the entire argument between Phoenix Wright and Maya Fey, where Phoenix Wright would say, that's a step ladder. And Maya says, what's the difference? And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, the step ladder actually won the safest ladder award. So, we're looking at here, it says, there's only a slight difference between a ladder and a step ladder. They both do the same job. They allow you to reach high places. Okay. I'm less worried about the step ladder, more worried about why it's there. Why is there a ladder here? Well, to climb, right? To reach something on the ceiling? I still say it's a step ladder. Apollo! Look at this thing, it's huge! That's a TV! When we think about huge today, this would be considered huge back in 2001, because most homes wouldn't have a size television like that. When we think of huge today, that size is pretty normal in a home today. But if you go any bigger, like 72-inch, 80-inch, even 90-inch TVs that didn't really exist back in the 90s, because the highest that most homes ever got in a standard tube television was literally, I want to say, 16-inch screen. Because if they went any bigger, you had to have 4 people to pick the television up. One person can carry this 40-inch screen that we have in the living room, but they recommend 2 people because of how wide it is. Yeah, a wide flat screen TV. I want one of those. You'll be wanting for a long time on your salary, Junior. Wait till you're as famous as Mr. Wright and then dream. No, I don't! Because that size TV anymore is $400. God dang, the bigger ones is the one that I will have to have a bigger salary. Because you're looking at $800, $1,200, even $1,500 for a really big television. Something like that, I could get away with about $400. God, you could make that in one paycheck today. I don't think Daddy was ever rich, even when he was in law. Great. Just stomp on my dreams, why don't you? God dang it. Champagne? Ooh, Apollo, can I have some of these, please? Absolutely not. Great parent figure. I know! But still, I yearn. Look, you're not the only one eyeing that fruit here. Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's see. Right. Whoa! Stop it! Are you too crazy? Emma, you of all people should know better. But she tempted me. She's a temptress. Please grow up! Di, do you want to see it again? I can click on it again. That's a word you probably haven't heard. Temptress? What's this poster? Let's see. This summer, Illegal Eagles production of case closed. Looks like a poster for a different show. One I wouldn't mind seeing real soon. There's another Gavin Ears poster here. I'm just about sick of seeing these personally. Maybe I'll tear it down. No tampering with the crime scene, Emma! Maybe there's something else I can tear to shreds. But don't look at me! Ooh, what a pretty brooch! Oh, Emma! You're not going to say, "Can I have it please," are you? Oh. Look, you may be cute little girl at 15. But that doesn't get you any special treatments with me. Oh. It's not healthy to envy the young, Emma. I'm not about envy, it's about tampering with evidence. Note to self, Emma lacks a sense of humor. Use caution. You need to learn to respect your elders a little. Something seems so familiar about this brooch. Brooch added to the court record. Look at all those presents. Maybe they're sure it's popular. Ooh, I want one inside. We can't open one. Can't open them, can we? Probably not a good idea. You never know what you might find in one of those boxes. Bombs, razors, ransom notes. It could be anything. We are scaring a 15-year-old. I'm never having a birthday party again. Di, do you still want a birthday party after hearing that from Emma Sky? Seeing these mirrors line up like that makes me think I'm really in a dressing room. You are in a dressing room. This must be makeup. I've never heard of most of these brands. Maybe they're Virginian. All I know is they sure don't make for much of a clue. Look, there's a little window over here. Maybe the killer escaped through that. It's fairly big enough for me to get my head through. Not to mention it only opens a crack. What? I was just saying it's possible. Hiding your impossible. Right. No harm in that. Except I'm pretty sure it's impossible. You could peek into the room to it. So you know. This is one of those things, right? At the barber's. If he's talking about a hair dryer, a permanent dryer. Want me to curl those bangs of yours? No thanks. Better not mess with his hair, Emma. It's part of his identity, you know. What an amazing bouquet. I mean, it's giant. Not sure I approve. It'd be better if the flower was a bit more... Oh. Eek! The flower fell off! What happened to preserving the crime scene, Emma? It's fine. Fine. I'll just put it back there. See? How scientific. This is the murder weapon, isn't it? This revolver? That's right. Big 45 caliber revolver. Wow. I wonder who brought this in here. I thought only police were allowed to have one of these. Why are you giving me that look? I didn't do it. I didn't. Listen, I was out in the hall eating snack food. I know. No one here thinks you did it, Emma. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done? Wait, if the killer brought a revolver, it must mean they had planned this from the start. That's right, right? Revolver added to the court record. That's the body, isn't it? Sure is, the victim no less. Take a closer look. Go ahead, Apollo. You first. Me? No, you should go first, Lucy, really. Will you two stop bickering and get over here? She's munching on snackers again. Hope she's not too annoyed. Alright, let's see what's going on. Is that blood? Why don't you examine this one, Apollo? You know more about red stuff than I do. Yep. Says who? Something strange about this blood, though. Is that what it looks like? Apollo, look at the hand. He's holding something. Hey, no touching. You can throw all the snack foods at me you'd like, Emma, but sooner or later, you're going to run out of them. You raise a good point. I'm a bit intrigued by this scene. Let's take a look. Ah, see there? He's holding something. What's this? A key ring? You think it might belong to the killer? Certainly a possibility. What an unusual key. And what unusual keys? This could be a vital clue. Key ring added to the court record. The body was holding the key. Wonder what it could mean. It must mean something. It doesn't look like the kind Mr. Latouche used. So the question is, whose key ring is it? Well, you're practically a detective there, Apollo. Practically. I'm glad it brings them so much joy to mock me. Okay, so done examining the body. 45 caliber revolver, very deadly. You know, Apollo, I was wondering, what's a caliber and what does the 45 mean? Huh? You want me to tell you? It's the size of the barrel. Simply put, the larger the caliber, the bigger the round. The bullet, in other words, bigger bullets do more damage. Wow. Chalk 1 point up for the forensic science. You know it. But it's not 45 inches, right? That'd be too big. No, it's millimeter. What's the unit of measurement they use, Miss Science? Well, hush. Kids shouldn't ask so many questions. Okay, I think we're about done here. Can we present these? So this is the murder weapon. This revolver is incredibly heavy. It's been fired twice. You can still smell the gunpowder. That's odd. What's odd? Oh, nothing. Hey, no fair. Tell us. It's just something about this revolver seems strange. Strange? Sorry, I can't comment on anything not scientifically relevant. I'm a forensic scientist after all. A self-styled one at least. What do you think about this revolver? Well, it's pretty big and heavy. That's right, it's a .45 caliber. That makes it one of the deadliest revolvers around. Even the police don't carry guns this big. Really? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. You don't need so much power to kill at such close range. It's overkill. I'm not sure I see the problem. I mean, whenever I go out to eat curry, I order it extra spicy, just to be sure it's spicy. Of course, I can only ever eat 1 or 2 bites. And that's not a problem. There's another thing about a gun this big. It puts a lot of strain on the shooter. Strain? Yeah, say if you were to fire this revolver, the recoil would probably dislocate your shoulder. And that's what I discussed earlier. Ouch! It's like the shooter's a victim too. Yet the killer used this revolver and quite well. I'm guessing whoever did it was used to shooting a high caliber weapon. Well, that's about it. I think we've looked at just everything there is. I guess you're right. I know how you feel. It is hard to know when to stop. But anything more involved has to wait until the squad gets here. I suppose. I'll go report the evidence. Sorry, but you wait here till I get back. Huh? Oh, actually, we have to. Great, thanks. He left. What do we do, Apollo? He told us to wait. Great. Now how am I supposed to investigate? Well, I guess it can't be helped. Let's go. Huh? Go? Time's wasting, Apollo. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Well, that's true, but on second thought, why not? I'm sure everything will be fine. Of course it will. Let's go. July 7th, backstage hallway. Who's there? We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly. Hardly. Whoever that was, he sure looked suspicious. Suspicious? What's your thought, Di? What's your thought? You don't know. Well, he's a magician for one. July 7th. In the wings. What is it with today? Call him that's the problem, cha? You ain't kidding. It's the 2 leading members of the Gaviniers, Apollo. Oliver on vocals and Darian on guitars. They're so cool. I have a hard time thinking of Clavera as anything but a prosecutor, honestly. Huh? What are they arguing about? Probably the case, I bet. My heart won't start. My guitar case is busted. My guitar's been burnt to a crisp. And top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was the performance just now. What was that all about? Hey man, don't blame me. We have to blame him. You were the one who missed the cue. Me? Miss a cue? How could I conceivably get the most important part of the song wrong? How? And what was all that teeny playing of yours? Who you calling tinny? Tiny? Sounds like they're having a spat. One of the difference in musical direction bands are always fitting up over. This is hardly the time. Oh, what are you two doing here? Hiya. We were just discussing the investigation. Don't mind. Sorry, wait. You were what? Listen. You need to confirm that with the Republic of Virginia, Detective Crescend. Right. Anything else? What did he just call him? Detective? Ah, greetings. Darian Crescend. Criminal Affairs Division 3. Oh, hello. There's Apollo. You really don't know anything about the Gavineers, do you? Something tells me that's about to be remedied. About this case. This crime. Which crime do you mean? The murder. What else? Oh, that. For me, today has been a bit of hit parade of crime, you see. Prosecutor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his hog and his guitar case. Anyway, I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Mr. Latouche than I do. For now, at least. Huh? You were the one who found the body, huh? While we were in the middle of a performance, no less. Aren't you going to explain the crime scene, Prosecutor Gavin? I'll leave that to Freelon, Detective. Wouldn't want to step on her toes. They're not exactly best buddies, are they? Emma and Prosecutor Gavin, I mean. Well, what do you do next? We've already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin may be right. We might be the most informed for once. Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on things we found. I don't believe you, Apollo. How can you come to this concert and not know about the Gavineers? It's not surprising. Why, even our ancestors knew nothing of America's existence once. I know America exists. The Gavineers aren't just an average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow. The police? The real police. By day, they pack heat by night, but by night, they heat up the state. By day, those lips interrogate. By night, they sing songs of unrequited passion. Okay. They debuted 7 years ago with 13 years hard time for love. And I would do 15 years hard time for love. But I won't do that. No, I won't do that. What? Are you trying to be my backup singer there? Seven years and they produced 12 albums. Most artists don't even have 12 albums in 7 years. Then came Love with No Chance of Parole. Love with No Chance of Parole. Love is No Stranger is the reference I see out of that one. And My Boyfriend is the Prosecution's Witness. I'm trying to figure out what the reference to that song is. The list of hits goes on and on. This here is my right-hand man, Darian Carson. I make the melodies and he attacks them with his guitar. He's a bit of rogue, really. And this guy's a bit of a perfection. When performance goes the least bit wrong, he goes into this funk. Just like today. I hope murder would be a bit more off-putting than a ruined concert. The concert today, a disaster. I'll get to the bottom of this and then we'll see who missed the cue. The missed cue? They were arguing about that before. Great. I love nothing more than questioning tormented artists. Off the chord! Off the chord! Get off the chord! Get off the chord! You gotta be a good cat. Don't be chewing on my cords. Hey, don't be chewing on my cords. Be a good cat. Don't chew on my cords. Andy should probably just keep you in the bedroom for now. I don't know why you're addicted to cords now. You weren't for the last few days. What's the missing cue you keep talking about? Aha, you heard it, didn't you? From the audience? Actually, I didn't notice anything. See? No amateur is going to pick up on that. Can you guarantee an entire audience of amateurs? No. Now take a listen to this. What's that? A mixing board. We use it to record our concert tonight. Are we supposed to be investigating a murder? Well, we've come this far, might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry, but this is going to help us. Alright. This is but one of the devices used in recording. Slightly different from the DS. We're a 5-part band. This lets us record each member's performance separately. You use the sliders to adjust the volume for each. Check it out. Wow, neat. So could you say here only the drum part? Of course, that's how we find the criminal guilty of missing his cue tonight. I'm more concerned with the other criminal, the one who kills people. You want help on this case? Then help me with mine. I guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting. Let's begin. First, we bring up the part of the performance in question. You simply choose the section of the song you want to hear on the uppermost bar. Like so. There it is. Now listen. Was something wrong? You couldn't hear it? Listen again closely. Ah, the timing is a little off, isn't it? You see? There, right at the most important part. And even an amateur can hear it. Amateur. We're going to have to move you away from the chords. We're going to have to move you away from chords. We have to move you away from the chords. Are you getting crazy? Are you starting to get crazy with me? Huh? Are you starting to get crazy with me? Huh? Get off the chord. Di, you want a cat? You want a crazy cat? Hey. Fairy wants ya. Come out up here. The fairy wants ya. Get up here. Come here. Come on. Come here. The fairy wants ya. See, the fairy wants ya. The fairy wants ya. You're on YouTube right now. You're on YouTube right now. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. You're on YouTube. See? You're on YouTube. Look it. You're on YouTube. You want to be on YouTube right now? Okay. But you gotta be a good kitty. Be a good kitty. The fairy's telling you to be a good kitty. Right, Di? Okay. You're missing the point. We'll never stamp out crime until we're perfect. Perfect. Here he goes again. Right. Amateurs. You will prove my point. Huh? Me? You will find the missing cue. You will tell us which which part is the guilty party. But how? Did I not just explain it? Move the sliders. Left stick up and down to adjust the volume for each part. Then you will find the part that hopelessly bungles the cue with L left, L right. You'll find it with your untrained amateur ear. Nothing to do but try, Apollo, I guess. I'll admit this looks kind of fun. First, a quick review. Use L up and L down to adjust the part's volume. Jump to another section of the song with L and R button. And use L right and L1 to switch parts, right? Got it. Once you've found the guilty part, press X to point it out. Time to rock. Alright. So, let's play the whole song. Di, I'm going to use your ear for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to every part with one instrument at a time. Okay? This is Claver's instrument. Okay, so he was on cue for that one, so we can get rid of that one. Let's try the second one. We'll come back to that a little bit. Okay, that was bass. It probably was a little difficult to hear. There was bass in there, but that sounds okay. This is probably piano. Piano or keyboard. Okay, that sounded okay. This is probably percussion, drums. Okay. So which one of them sound bad to you? Second one. So which set are we going to find the missing cue? Last one.
Take that!
Right there. This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. Ah! That was the missing cue. It was you, Darian. Oh, well. Looks like the cat's out of the bag. Oh, well. That's all you have to say? That kind of attitude lets killers walk free, Darian. Here they go again. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. Starting to feel like we're just wasting time. It's all experience under our belts. That can't be bad. Mixing board added to the score record. I still can't get over the title for that song. Guilty Love, which is a... If you know White Snake, somebody got into the catnip again. If you know White Snake, this is a reference to Guilty of Love. Okay. So showing them evidence isn't going to help it. All right. I was wondering if you knew anything about this. That. Does it look familiar? Familiar? It's mine. That's my key ring. I've been looking all over for it. What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin? I knew it. Apollo, how can you make that I knew it face? This is the key ring that was... Yeah, I know. Thanks anyway. So, where did you find it? Actually, the victim was holding it. Like, he was trying to keep it from the killer, even if it meant his life. Oh, what? Victim? You mean Mr. Latus had my keys? Gee. When will my trials be over? Speaking of trials, I've never heard Mr. Gavin whine in court like he has been today. Emma was right about the fox. I'll give her that. Apollo! Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today. Oh, I really don't think that. Tell us. And we'll keep mum about the key ring for now. You blackmailing me, Furlon? Trucy, blackmail? Nah. You were saying something about your motorcycle not starting? And something about your guitar case being busted? You're well informed. You mentioned it a few times. It all happened this morning. It's all this key ring's fault. Key ring? It's got all my keys on it, y'all. My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case. Wait, so this key ring? It disappeared. I thought I'd put it in my jacket pocket. That's the Gavin's ring disappeared. I had to come to the concert by taxi. How embarrassing. In order to get my guitar out, I had to break the lock. Wait, this guitar wasn't the one that... The very one, up in flames. And right on stage, too. I actually thought that was part of the show. Crazy! And to top it off, Mr. Latus left life was taken. Nobody told me about days like these. Strange days indeed. You think? What's wrong, Trucy? Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First, this heart-shaped key ring gets stolen. Then a very expensive guitar flares up on stage. Then Mr. Latus dies. And yes, could it all really be just a coincidence? Do you know what she's referencing, Di? No? Read the lyrics. Right. They're all related. Coincidence? Meaning? Darian, can you make any sense of all this? Hey, don't look at me. What do you think, Apollo? Huh? I mean, either Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, or all this was planned. You aren't thinking what I think you're thinking. Are you, Frillon? I am. What? What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike here. The name's Apollo, but yeah, I agree. Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about? Haven't you noticed the connection, Apollo? A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles today? Well... And your answer is going to be? You know, something was bugging me too. That key ring and the guitar and the body. Slow down there, Apollo. You look a wee bit dizzy. He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. Fess up if you're a man. You're as clueless as I am. Huh? No. Give her forehead a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection. Shall we? Evidence? I better think of something pronto. Come on. Let's see it. What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's trouble? And we discussed it's the lyric sheet. It's this, isn't it? A lyric sheet? The guitar serenade? What's that got to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. Though I wouldn't have believed it if the Furlong hadn't pointed it out. What are you talking about, man? Enough with the riddle. Maybe it's a coincidence, or perhaps it means something. Don't you think, Furlong? I do. Everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin today is predicted in the lyrics of this song. What? No way! Look, just think about everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin. Let's list them in order that they occurred. While reading the lyric sheet, first the key ring was stolen. And not just any key ring, a heart-shaped key ring. That's right here. When you stole away the keys my heart held on to so tight, there's a heart holding key. And next, his guitar burst into flame. Burning on in my heart, fire burning my love away. And then Mr. Latouche was killed. Like a bullet of love, fire take my life away. But that's crazy. Yeah, no kidding. So everything that's happened today here? This song predicted it all? Or perhaps it was the other way around. Huh? A criminal could have based their crime on the lyrics. But who would go through all that trouble? Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you stumbled upon something quite vital and quite annoying, Furlong. There's that face again, Di. He looks pleased. The lyrics predicting the crime, clever? Seems a bit more than just a coincidence to me. I have to agree. There's one verse that's missing, though. It wraps itself around me, and now through the air I fly. That's missing still. Everything else is covered. But that's the only one that's missing. The key ring, the guitar, and the murder. Key ring might have been dropped by accident. Yet the victim was holding it. Hard to think that it was unconnected. That's true. Prosecutor Gavin's as calm and collected as ever. So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics? Sounds likely. Why would anyone do that? While we think about that, I'm going to get cracking on the biggest crime. I'm going to talk to the Borginian embassy about this, Mr. Latouche. All right, thanks, Darian. I'll leave the pondering of the mysteries to you. I'm out of here. A foreign national, Mr. Latouche, killed. Seems like that would have be the point of all of this. They did more than that. They left us with not only a murder, but a mystery. Mr. Gavin sure is irritable today. Maybe this is the real prosecutor Gavin we don't get to see in the courtroom. I've had enough, frankly. Have you had enough too? Yeah? Okay. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favor and keep them to yourself, yeah? Yeah. I guess this is all we're going to get from Prosecutor Gavin. That leaves Lemire to question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where Lemire is now? I had to go to my dressing with the pianist, Machu Tobe, of course. He seemed rather shocked by Mr. Latouche's sudden passing. Gavineur's dressing room. Got it. January 7th, backstage hallway. Eek! Who's there? There he goes again. Who is that guy? Trucy? You know, he did look sort of familiar. So he is a friend of yours. No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember. Curiouser and curiouser. July 7th, Gavineur's dressing room. Lemire. What has happened? I heard that Mr. Latouche has died. Lemire, you speak English. Yes. I was invited here from the Republic of Virginia. I am not Virginian by birth. But wasn't Mr. Latouche your interpreter? That. Yes, well, it was Mr. Latouche's idea. He thought it would add to the mystery, you see. Then your pianist is also? No, Machu Tobe is Virginian. He does not speak English. Now, please tell me, what has happened to Mr. Latouche? Why did he... Actually, Mr. Latouche was Trucy. Huh? Remember what Prosecutor Gavin said, not a word. But Mr. Latouche is Lemire's manager. That's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party? Precisely who Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want to alert, I'd suspect. All we have been told is to wait here in this room. It is very unsettling. I'm sorry. We're trying to figure it out ourselves. Do you think I could ask you some questions? Of course. I am always willing to help. She's as calm as she looked on stage. I can't put my finger on why, but I like this Lemire. What is it, Machi? But you'd be alone. What seems to be the problem? Machi, he is not good around strangers. He wished to go out for a breath of fresh air. Would that be all right? Sure, of course. I feel like that was a bad move on our part. Very well. What is it you wish to ask me? The Republic of Virginia. That's in the northern Europe, right? I've never ever heard of it. Started out singing in a restaurant. Their producer called me. I knew it. You don't say. You know, my daddy plays piano in a restaurant. Producers tend to look for talent. Lemire, You're not from Virginia originally. You born here? No. Oh. Is that supposed to be a secret? Imagine if everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course. Ah, yes. It is something like a contract. I'm also not to speak anything but Virginia in public. So apparently she signed an NDA, which means she's not allowed to mention her past to the public eye. And when she's speaking with the general public, she's only supposed to speak Virginia, because speaking English would reveal parts of her past. Imagine is important, I guess. Or image is important, I guess. She's not all image, though. Her songs are lovely. The real landscape painter in sound. A painter in what? She travels the world, turning the sights she sees into music. Here's the secret to your music beauty, right? You're very perceptive. Oh. I use your songs all the time in my stage act. I don't have to pay royalties for that, do I? Stop while you're ahead, Truthy. This landscape painter's sound, too, is an image. Yet without it, my songs would not be so widely heard. They even call you the siren of the ballad, right? Yes, in Virginia, Lemuel means the siren. Hear that, perhaps? Already, I am not the siren I once was. The witness is the siren, Di. Who was Mr. Latouche talking about? Easy question. Your penis, Machi, was it? He's cute. Like a porcelain doll. He's very European. I met him while singing in the restaurants in Virginia. Orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. Soon he came to live with me. He's like a fairy tale almost. I noticed he hardly leaves your side. Yes, well, yes. At first I hesitated, dragging him across. Doesn't speak English either, does he? He had never left Virginia before we left. I made his presence part of my contract. Machi and I together are Lemuel. Together, always. Mr. Latouche was my new manager. New? Yes, 3 months ago. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come, I met Mr. Latouche at my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard. And as it turns out, my interpreter. Even though you speak English? Yes. But we were to visit more places than just here. We had a concert and scheduled after. So I fear that they have canceled. Was Mr. Latouche from the Republic of Virginia too? Well, only with me. I'm afraid there's much I know about him. I shall never know. No one will ever tell me why he has died. Sorry. Prosecutor Gavin said we weren't to talk to anyone. Mr. Latouche, talented siren of talent. That phrase was ideal. I am happy for him. So well. Siren. That's what he meant. Huh? Follow. You are the siren, right, Lemior? That is the meaning of my name in yes. It was the name my producer gave me. Why do you ask? Very important. I had to know for sure if the siren was you. What do you mean important? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Siren. It turns out that a very important word in this case. How? When we found Mr. Latouche, he was still alive. What? I heard him say something. His last word. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me who was the witness. Witness is He said siren, really? But I'm sure that's what he said. Mr. Latouche said that? Ask the witness. And you're the siren, Lemior. Did you see what happened? Lemior? Might I ask, are you with the police? Huh? Well, no. I'm a defense attorney. An attorney? Yet, had no arrest, yes? Is that a problem? Does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no client, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think. But Lemior, we... Sorry. Question. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask. Why? If she witnessed the crime, why won't she tell us? I believe we are through here. I believe so. Okay. So unfortunately, we have to step out. So what is one thing we're missing in here? That reminds me. Does this brooch look familiar to you? My brooch! Yes, well, it may be mine. Yours, Lemior? I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see? I must have lost it. Well, that explains the brooch we found. It was Lemior's. Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it. So this brooch belongs to her. That begs the question. Is something wrong, Apollo? What was this brooch doing at the crime scene? Hey. Would you mind taking a look at this, Lemior? Sorry, I'm not sure what to say. Wish I could help you. But don't worry. It's certainly one of the most pleasant. Usually bad. Would you mind taking a look at this, Lemior? Would you mind? January 8th, 12:22 a.m. Backstage hallway. Whoa! Who's there now? Ah, it's you. Where were you? Ah, Emma. Is something wrong? You look grumpier than usual. You bet something's wrong. The impossible's happened. It's all your fault, you know. Maybe this is about us. What do you mean by impossible? Well, it's gone. Utterly gone. What's gone? The body, stupid. What else? Eh? Mr. Latusse's body has disappeared. What? July 8th. Let me order dressing room. Prosecutor Gavin! From your vacancy there, I gather you've heard the news. I heard Mr. Latusse's body had gone missing. Look for yourself. Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle. How can you just stand there? We have to start the investigation. There's no need for alarm for the detective. All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave the building. So I suggest we go find ourselves a cadaver. There will be plenty of time to ponder the why. Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin. Oh, we'll find it. I'm ready to join you. How can Mr. Latusse's body just disappear? Well, you heard the man. Let's get searching. Hey, I don't know if this is exactly the right time, but yes, there is. See, Geeter's gone missing. It was in the dressing room. Geeter? Who's Geeter? That's what I call my guitar. You like, man? Your guitar was stolen? This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Geeters. Okay. Body first, then guitar. And if someone finds a guitar, please bring it to our dressing room. Geeter's like a missing person, not lost and found, man. Well, this sure is a... What did he call it? A sausage? No, wait. It was a pickle. It's your pickle. I told you to stay in this room. How could she get a sausage and a pickle confused? There is virtually nothing alike about the sausage and a pickle. Sorry. Not much I can say. It's alright. Top priority now is finding that body. You can make it up to me later. 10 bags or so of chocolate snackoos should do the trick. You should watch your sugar intake, Emma. July 8th, 12:57 a.m. in the wing. Does something seem different to you, Apollo? Something is definitely different here. Let's check it out. Di, what's different here? I'm sure you can figure this one out by now. This is new, right? That stage there must have been lowered before. That's the tower that Landler and Prosecutor Gavin was singing at. Someone must have raised it. I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about the ladder? There against the wall. We could use that to take a look at the up top. Maybe we should get him. What are you talking about? We have to see this sort of thing for ourselves. I'm not so good with height. Stop whining and start climbing. It didn't look that high from below, really. When we got to the top, I felt every one of those 50 below. Of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. Not after what we found up there. What do you think they're going to find? What do you think they're going to find, Di? We found two things we were looking for, and one thing we never expected to find. The body, guitar in hand, and the pianist, Machi Tobey. July 8th, 10 o'clock, 10:09 a.m. Wright Anything Agency. Wow, that concert last night sure went south in a hurry. No kidding. Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Don't look at me like it's my fault. Machi Tobey, the blind pianist. Arrested on suspicion of murdering Romain Lotos. I can't believe such a cute little boy would do something so horribly. I guess they had proof of some kind. What proof could possibly prove that? Prosecutor Gavin. What a night, eh? I apologize for being so upset. Mr. Gavin, do you know what's going on? Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Don't look at him like it's his fault either. It was tough for me too. We performed together that night after all, yet the powers that be say that given the circumstances, it could only have been him. What do you mean by circumstances? Lemonor was invited from Virginia as an ambassador of goodwill. It is vital that this case be wrapped up swiftly. That's all the powers that be want. Really. Well, those are circumstances, alright. But what makes Machi the only possible suspect? Her forehead. You seem to have forgotten that you're talking to the prosecution, the enemy. Oh, right. I think I like the side of Prosecutor Gavin better, actually. I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars of the case. Especially not to a defense attorney. What? Did you just say? Me, the defense attorney? That's what I came to tell you. He's down at the detention center. He wants to request your service. He? You mean Machi? Machi wants me? This is what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going. Right. Good luck. I'm off to question Lemonor. Right. Later. I hope I'm up to this. July 8th. Detention Center. Visitor's room. Well, I refuse to believe a cute little kid like that could do something so terrible. You said that already. Machi, everything's going to be okay. We're here for you. Hi. Maybe you can tell me about last night? We got a problem, Di, don't we? Don't wait, Sarah, now. We got a problem, don't we? Huh? That was when I realized how tough it must be. A little kid like this, in a country so far from everything he's ever known. Maybe Lamiar can help? But didn't Prosecutor Gavin say she was with him? Good luck. I must have questioned Lamiar. Well, what are we going to do? That's a good question. I can't think of anything we can do but go with this and hope for the best at the trial tomorrow. Okay. Thoughts, concerns, criticisms. You don't have any. Do you have any questions? In your mind, this is another messed up case, right? Well, we're going to go into this trial blind, like we did the last one. Literally, you're correct. You're on YouTube. Yeah, no, on YouTube. Sleeping away. Sleeping away. Back to here. Alrighty then, that's going to end tonight's stream. I do hate the way the camera unfocuses. This is moving around, it's totally lose focus. It can't focus when I'm moving back and forth. Completely blurry as crap. Anyways, tomorrow is going to be Grocery Store Simulator. If nothing goes wrong, that is. Wednesday is going to be dot hack again. I think we're still doing a little bit more grinding. If we have time after finishing the grind, we will go and do the last area. And Thursday, I'm going to have to postpone The Sims 2. But we're also starting week 9 of the PFL. Halfway in the season. Season's almost over with. I know. A lot of work. We're still working on it, Di. So, it's going to be Thursday, Friday. It's going to be more PFL. And then The Sims 3 later tonight. We might end up having to close out the season for The Sims 2 if we can't get the disc or get the game. So we may end up having to do the season 5 on that. At some point, we may end up having to put The Sims on the side for a little bit so we can get some other content on the channel. Because I know you guys are probably tired of seeing The Sims every single time. Every fall to spring. Unless you yourself really enjoyed The Sims. But I feel like we got to move on and do some other things. 5-year run. I think 5 years is really long. It's really good. That's not to say we're going to completely end out The Sims. We could probably do videos of The Sims so that we can still get more content pushed out. I do have other videos that got to come in. I still have to finish up Trauma Center. We still have a section of the Trauma Center that we have to finish up and complete. I hope save files still exist. I will be kind of upset if it's not there. I will really be upset if the file's not there. Then I would have to replay the game from the beginning. Under the Knife 2 is also another one we have to finish up. I think we also have to do the Wii port as well. I think we finished Trauma 2. I'm pretty sure we finished Trauma 2. Yes. The only ones we're working with is the Under the Knife 2, and Second Opinion. Still got to be finished. We have to do a video of that. All the football that I recorded has to come up as well. What are others still have other than Shadow the Hedgehog? I know I got to finish Shadow the Hedgehog. But yeah, that's a lot of work that we got to do. Anyways, back to the schedule. Indy's going to be. Yes. I'm going to help you with those. I'm going to take a week to help you with those, okay? I'm also going to try to also see if we can't get more people to help you. So Saturday and Sunday, Indy's going to take over for the stream. We eventually got to get some new stuff on this channel. But yeah, we should be closing up The Sims here in about a month. So The Sims is going to be virtually over with. Season 4 should be virtually over with for The Sims 3. And we may have to close off The Sims 2. 9 episodes season is kind of a sad thing, but it is what it is. We'll work with it. Alright, and that's going to be it for me for tonight. You guys all have a wonderful night. Take care.